Happy Saturday, everyone. I'm going to do this video as quick as I can because I'm already sweating buckets in my gaming shed, garage, whatever you want to call it. Basically, because it's made out of wood, and even with the fans on in the UK, we don't necessarily have air conditioning. So I've got a fan on behind me, blowing warm air, and the time now is just coming up at 11 o'clock. So I want to get this video out. And yeah, we're going to talk AWR, Baby Dowge, the usual, Pengo. Where is the other one? Blah, 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 blah. We're going to go through a lot of them. Yeah, Altszn, Zoomer, stuff like that. But I want to, first of all, start off with Bitcoin. Yep. So we tipped 58,000, I believe, the other day. 58,800. Was that the bottom? Or I don't know. I absolutely don't know. I personally think we still could go down to about 53,000, then I would call that as round about the bottom. But with the uncertainty in the markets, who knows at the end of the day? DCAing in your favourite altcoins, you know, including FTF100, my token. Obviously, all what I say here, guys, is not financial advice. Is most altcoins are what I call a nice juicy buying prices at the moment. Could all the altcoins still go down another 20, 30%, 40%? Of course they can. But at the same time, it is, in my opinion, where you DCA. So if you've got $1,000, you might want to put $100 in each of the altcoins that you like. Yeah, anyway, so Bitcoin this week. So obviously I can't spell, as you can see. Look, quick news brief on why Bitcoin has possibly dropped. So why has Bitcoin dropped this week? Just simple things, guys. Just go on ChatGTP and it just goes and scrapes the websites and comes up with some sort of answers. Yeah. So I'm not going to completely read through all this because this is something you can do yourselves. But look, it's down to institutional selling. Yeah. Higher interest rate fears. Yeah. Profit taking. After previous rallies, many traders have locked in profits, you know, adding to sell pressure on the market. Going back to the selling may go away event, yeah, where you get all the big boys, all the billionaires, the ones with the money, the ones that actually move the markets, guys, yeah, they go out on their big fancy 100, 200 million pound yachts. Yeah, you know, you're not talking the likes of myself and other, like, say, big crypto YouTubers. Obviously, I'm not a big crypto YouTuber, but, you know, you're not talking a few $1,000,000. You're talking these guys that move the markets with hundreds of millions, if not billions. Yeah. So like the likes of MicroStrategy. Yeah. So a lot of these guys, they go away for the summer, guys. You know, in Europe, it's summer holidays. You know, our kids break up from school in 3 weeks' time. I think it's 24th of July. Yeah, for 6 weeks. So you got people. Plus, the factor as well is like the World Cup is on at the moment. So there is a lot going on in the market at the moment why people are just not interested. I mean, this video here, for instance, probably not going to get loads of views, but I thought I'd get this video out on a Saturday just so you guys know I'm alive, well and kicking. Sunburnt, but alive, well and kicking. The profit taking, risk off sentiment, technical breakdown. Right, Bitcoin has traded below key support levels, triggering automated stop losses and additional selling from short-term traders as well. Right, so like the bottom line, this is what obviously from ChatGTP. Many analysts believe this is a mix of macroeconomic concerns, ETF outflows, and technical selling. Not necessarily a change to Bitcoin's long-term outlook. As always, crypto is volatile, as we know. And then I put, has the Russian stock market got anything to do with it? Because anyone that follows the stock markets and stuff, Russian stock market took a big hit the other day. Now, you know, ChatGTP said, yeah, it could have possibly contributed. Now, you know, you've got obviously the Strait of Hormuz going on, Hormuz or whatever you call it, yeah, and then the Russian stock market and MicroStrategy in a bit of trouble and stuff like that. So you've got all of these factors. So no wonder why price is going down and people at the moment are basically having holidays and just chilling out for the next couple of months, in my opinion. So, so as they say here, so most of you guys know my name's Mike. So yes, Mike. Strategy, former MicroStrategy, has likely been one of the biggest contributors to Bitcoin's recent weakness. Yeah. Why? Why is this? Because the bottom line is this: the market isn't panicking because strategy is dumping Bitcoin. Yeah. They're not. They're not. Yeah. Instead, investors are worried about whether strategy can keep raising money to buy more Bitcoin. Yeah. If that buying slows, Bitcoin loses one of the biggest sources of institutional demand. Yeah, I don't know how long you guys have been in crypto, but just Elon Musk alone, I think Bitcoin was at like $25,000-$30,000. Just Elon Musk alone, when he first bought some billions or whatever it was, you know, that saw us go up into the 40s, 50,000s. Yeah. So with MicroStrategy constantly buying, there's constant buy pressure there, and et cetera, et cetera. So this is where this has to play out. But if you really deep dive with MicroStrategy, I mean, they've got over $1 billion in funds to fund all their bits and bobs and all the rest of it. I ain't going to go through that. But yeah, so in my opinion, the next few months are going to be choppy. Yeah. As you can see now, we've rallied back up from 58,008, let's say, or 58,000, yeah, about 58,800. And we're sitting at 60,300. Me, I'm not trading at the moment because this is just really, you know, people are getting wrecked, you know, until this settles down a bit, in knowing what way it goes. Because obviously, even down to Iran and America at the moment, and Russia and the Ukraine, there's just so much uncertainty at the moment, guys. Right. So let's get back to some nitty gritty stuff. Let's start off with AWR. Then I'm going to talk about my project FTF100, and then we'll go through all these projects. Just a quick brief on all of them. Every project I talk about, I am invested in. Yeah, I'm buying. I'm DCAing. Obviously, I'm not just going to say buying my own token. Yeah, that's for you guys to decide. Yeah. Right, so AWR, and the reason why I want to go on AWR is because they've done a new website, guys. I haven't gone through this properly yet because just been a busy buddy. But come over when you get 5 minutes, check out their new website, and go through it. All nice and fancy now, you know, looks good. Go to the merch shop. Let's see if hope that don't bring up any of my other stuff. So they've got some merch there now. Nice. Yeah, AWR at and stuff like that. We will be doing a merch shop for FTF100. I'm not too worried about that at the moment. Not being funny, you know, merch shops don't really help push your token, but it's a nice concept for, like, say, AWR, because yeah, just wear it. Liquidity providing is a tool if we do our job. Right. See, I've got to really go deep dive on this because I ain't going to do these justice at the moment. So liquidity. I will go for this when I get time, and basically, like, you come over here, create an account, be the first to hear about news stories from all will retire. So you can chuck your email address in here and you'll get emailed. Yeah, so come over, do your own research on AWR, the website, and what they've changed and stuff like that. Ecosystems. Have a quick look. Building a sandbox of hope. Yep, Discord, grow you off. Yeah, trading strategy. Yeah, I like this. Yeah, yes, cool. Right, so come over, check out AWR. Next one on the list, Altszn. Now, the other night, if Altszn watches this, he was giving me thumbs up, or she was giving me thumbs up, because I didn't get to see him speak. But they was in, guys, let's go on X, Twitter for a minute. Oh, when was this? I think this was Friday night. Yeah. Basically, I'd go beer up and out, and they was in an X Spaces Altszn was, yeah, along with some of the other guys. Where is it? Let's see if I can scroll back then. Right, this one here. Yeah, I think this was it. Into as 25th of, yeah, it was this one. So by Crypto Muscle. Yeah, this one. Go and if you get a chance, play the recording on this. I was drunk in this, you know, but listen, you get me as I am. And I highly suggest following these guys like Crypto Muscle. Yeah. Really good host. Yeah. And then on top of that, you got Altszn. As I said, reposted these. But I joined this because Altszn is officially kicking off, right? So Altszn, the actual project, is going to be one of the top ones out there, in my opinion, in a proper bull run. At the moment, guys, it's DCA opportunities. Yeah, could this drop to like round about the 2.5 mil level? Yes, of course it can. Yeah. Could it go pre-Superman pump back down to 400,000? if I'm honest, I would love that too. Yeah, because I'd scoop up freaking millions upon millions at that level. Yeah, but the point being is, you could DCA from here, and even if it comes down, come down a bit more, then DCA a bit more, and then if it comes down a bit more, you DCA a bit more. So you're collecting, yeah. Because what these guys have got, I mean, you've got to give due where due is due, yeah, yeah. You know, alt season selected.
It's alt season.
It's
toughest in the universe.
You know, this is really, really good what they've done. Really, really good. Yeah, really, really good. Click off that. Yep, right. So absolutely really good. So Altszn is one of my nice picks, and yep, this was, well, not from my pick. This is, you know, from Superman. So yeah, definitely that one. Zoomer, this is from Crypto Goals. Yeah. Now this, if the there's narratives, guys, narratives. Yeah. So you know, we had like the NFT narrative, you know, where 3-4 months it's all to do with NFTs, and then you get cycles. Yeah. Now the Zoomer Unk sort of characters and stuff like that, they had a cycle. What normally you'll have a cycle, and then it sort of dies for a few months, and then the cycle comes back. Yeah. Normally, not 100%, and as I said, not financial advice and stuff, but Zoomer is coming back down to pre-levels of when Crypto Ghost spoke about it. Yeah. So at these sort of levels, yet again, DCA, you know. Pengo is one of those projects that I don't know. I just don't understand why it's just continuously gone down. It's starting to build up traction a bit again now, and sort of going sideways. Yeah. So as I've said, I bought about 1 million, and I've DCA'd a little bit down and stuff like that. This, yet again, in my opinion, you're talking up into the millions of market cap once alt season starts. Baby Dowge Wowgy. Yeah. I like the guy behind this. Yeah. Now, some of you are saying because it's like a beta play to DJI6930. Yes, it is. But they are technically their own project as well. With, you know, they partnered with Tangent. You know, the website is cool, in my opinion, and stuff like that. So, and they don't do the fake volume, which I like as well. Like, yeah, only $49 in today. But at least you know that this ain't just pumping through fakeness, right? My projects, FTF100. Yet again, I don't do fake volume, guys. Yeah, it's when I say don't do fake volume, I might actually bloody use a volume sort of bot in a couple of months. I don't know. Yeah, to get us up in the rankings amongst these shit coins, to get us known out there a bit more. I might do it for a day or two and just test it out. But I'd rather see natural buys and sales coming in. And yes, I do. I mean, this is like this. This has nothing to do with me. It's nice to see the buy come in, and then it's $148, and that's nothing to do with me. I think like this. I think I bought a $14 one here, and then I sold $8. Right. So whenever I do a buy and sell, I always sell bloody less than I put in. So, you know, each day it might cost me $5, $10, just so I put a little bit of money, a little bit of volume in. That's how I do it. Yeah. And I'm honest about it. Yeah. You can go through, check the bloody wallets and all the rest of it. I ain't got to tell you all this. The main wallet, this will never ever be sold, guys. Yeah. This wallet here, where I've got the 6 million in, what's that? 6%. I might actually top this up even more. Yeah. And I don't know, I might just freaking burn the lot of them and delete them before we kick off, or I might just keep it there and lock it up. I've looked into locking it up because it's, believe it or not, it's not a dev wallet. They don't call it a dev wallet. Yeah. It is actually, if you scroll through it is just a main wallet sort of thing, or whatever it is. But basically, this will never ever be sold, never ever, right? So I've got other little wallets that I'm accumulating. You know, I will accumulate, put $10 in, $20 in at these levels, these prices. You know, so and anyone that's just come across my channel here, this is my own project. Let me just quickly show you it. Basically, it's flip the FTSE 100. Anyone that's from the UK will know the FTSE 100, which is the 100, the Financial Times Stock Exchange index for the UK, yeah, etc., etc. The idea of the lions, you know, the lions in Trafalgar Square. This is where I got the idea. And then when I really deep research lions around the world, lions are one of the most statued symbols, guys, and you check this out yourself. One of the most statued symbols from around the world. Yeah, they mean so much different things from wherever you are around the world. Yeah, so like, look, the lion was chosen as an emblem of Flip the FTSE 100 to represent courage, defiance, and unity. In British culture, the lion has long stood as a national symbol of strength and sovereignty, appearing on the royal arms, royal coat of arms, and that, yeah, and throughout centuries of art, sport, heritage, blah 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 blah. And then look, many countries, the lion carries similar meaning: a guardian of integrity in Africa, a sign of bravery and nobility in Europe, and a protector spirit in parts of Asia. So this is our mascot, and I like calling the community the Lions, yeah, because at the end of the day, each of us have got that little bit of a raw and fire in us when we want to. At the moment, most of the Lions are pussycats, yeah, because crypto's down at the moment, and some of you guys are feeling sorry for yourselves. Oh, I'm losing money in crypto and so on. No, guys, this is where you make your money. This is where you start accumulating. You don't wait for me when I flip the switch and then this starts going to 50, 100, 200k. Yeah, this is where you do your little and oftens, and I'm not going to say no more than that. Yeah, so I'm doing a lot of stuff behind the scenes, and I don't say stuff until I can actually say, yep, right, I'm doing this and it's happening. Yeah, Pax has always done pretty good. Pax, I managed to get in when it's 150 or 160. Where is it? Back here somewhere. It dropped at about 180, somewhere here. Yeah. So I followed the journey with Pax quite a bit. This was I found this one out through Win All Day. So yep, they went up to 518k market cap there. Yeah, took a bit of a drop there, but it's pretty consistent. We go on like a four hour. Yeah. You got this nice up and down uptrend. Yeah. So Pax is doing well. Yes, I'd like to see Pax come down to about 200k so I can DCA a bit more, but I've got enough at the moment with that one. SPX 6900. Yeah, give these a little go as well. Now, these have been over 2 billion before. Look, 2 billion market cap. So that is roughly what, a 5, 6, 7, nearly a 7x from here. So is this DCA level at the moment? Well, it's at 310 million market cap, right? Putting this in perspective, would this do a 7x to 2 billion before, let's say, let's have a look at me, a 7x, right? So what does 7x be with me? Right, 24k market cap, right? Yeah, and it might be thinking, oh my God, it's only 24k market cap. You don't think like that, yeah? So 100k market cap is a 4x straight away, yeah? A 10x market cap for us is only a 240k market cap, guys. So I'm pretty sure I will get us to 240k market cap before SPX goes back past the 2 billion mark, because it needs a lot. It needs a lot of volume to push this. Yeah, it needs a lot of volume. But I would say this is quite a safe blue chip to think to yourself, this is where you would put like 5-10 grand to, if you've got that sort of money and you're happy with, one day this is at least going to go back to the 1 billion market cap, or maybe 2 billion or whatever, and you're happy with your 10 grand turning it into $70,000-$80,000. Yeah, because we all know it will do that again, because it's got more ad behind it and it's got a lot of hardcore investors. I don't know how true this is. 49,000 holders, probably has, because it has been going for 3 years. Yeah. Yeah, it's as simple as that. What else am I in? I mean, guys, I'm going into a lot of stuff here. Yeah, I don't talk about. I mean, I went in one the other day, and I mean, it's all gone down now, but this was actually really good. But even the website's down now. But when I found this, it was like little ants, and each ant had its address on it and all the rest of it. It was actually a good bloody concept, and then it just went to shite. Yeah, let me show you a couple of ones where I've lost money on. So, oh, SIG. Let me just talk about SIG as well. I think SIG was. Actually, no, I didn't buy SIG. Sorry, no, I didn't. Yeah, but that's a crypto goals one. You might want to look at that. I did look at it. Law of attraction, which is crypto gains one. Yeah. Oh, good. Right. buying opportunity here? I don't know. What did it go to? Forget the wick. Let's say 6 million. Look, see, we're at a fight. Yeah, 6 million. And it's at 1. So there's a 3x there, quite a possible of a 3x going up. Yet again, when a bull run comes, this could quite possibly turn around and up it goes. My reservation with this is what I've said before, is like the copyright bit, and you know, just watch one of Supo's videos on that. I ain't getting involved in that. I've got a little bit of it, by the way. But right, so one of the ones that I thought was going to do well, and then it didn't. Well, I don't know. Right, it's here somewhere. As I said, I'm sweating like a good near at the moment, guys. Where is that one that right, this one here. I thought this was going to be good. Yeah, now it's a narrative like the, you know, SpaceX. This was built on the SpaceX. Is it still going? Let's have a look. Because this one here, guys, you actually earn a little bit of it, and it ain't the SpaceX token, right? It's not the SpaceX token. I don't know if this is still paying out at the moment. If I'm honest, I've sold mine. Yeah, because I've just, and I actually sold at a loss. But look, give due where dues sort of being. So basically, you connect your wallet. Where I'm trying to find what that is now. Like it's in, you'll scan your wallet and you actually get paid out. Somebody says PX. So recent ones. When was the last time that he actually paid out? Yeah, again, if you're interested, guys, just come over and have a look at this one, right? But it was actually paying out, and it was airdropping that, and you could sell it, yeah. So I don't know about now. So, but the point being is look, it just freaking, it was doing ever so well, jumped down, and more or less died a death, yeah. But will, like some of the large coals out there, yeah, or you know, maybe one of the large YouTubers out there might pick this up, start scooping it up while it's at the bottom, and then revitalize this, because this is what happens with some of the tokens out there. So in other words, at 8,000 market cap, $8 gets you 1 million in it, you know. So that's the price of an hamburger. When was the last time that they posted? This is what I like to look at when things last post. Yeah, 16th of June. What's today? 27th. It's 19th of June. Okay, so that was 8 days ago. 8 days ago. 19th of June. 19th of June. No, it looks like he can't be bothered now. He or she can't be bothered now. Unfortunately, it looks like it. Right, you don't wait a week to do a post. So, I wouldn't even give it the time of day now. Right, so let me go to me. It's just, you know, all right. So here, for instance, 4 hours ago, you know, I posted this one. Yeah, there was a time when crypto felt like a secret club for rebels, yeah, and risk takers. Today is becoming part of the future. Freedom is just around the corner. Right, give myself a like and a repost on that. So let me have a look at FTF100. This is obviously my project, guys. But if you look, so good night, Lions. Yep, remember, be the one who keeps it simple. Yeah, 16 hours ago, 22 hours ago. Yeah, the following day before you see. Now, I like this concept, what I've done here, guys, because I thought to myself, all-time highs. Yeah, we always have all-time highs. So people say lightning never strikes twice. Markets prove otherwise. All-time highs happen again and again. So be ready. And what I mean by that, guys, let's go to let's go to AWR. Right. So all-time highs are always broken, right? So let's put it on AWR on 1 day, because AWR's been out over a year as well. Squeeze it down, squeeze it. Then, yeah. So this is what I'm saying. It done an all-time high, yeah, and then the following time around it hit like nearly 10 million there, and then come down, and then it got broken, yeah. So this is initial huge pump, when it came out, you know, within like the month or whatever that was, and then sell off, and then sideways, and then you had this, right? And this is what I was meaning by this: lightning strikes twice. So guys, you don't buy, and this ain't just AWR, this is what I'm talking about, crypto in general. If you want to make the biggest gains, you take no notice of all the noise out there, all the fluff, and you concentrate on the tokens that are building, not the shit crap out there, the ones that are building, the ones that are here to stay, like myself here, look, the ones that are freaking posting constant, the developers that you know, the ones that are in X spaces, and then look, you buy, you accumulate when it's this level here. Now, if you take AWR, for instance, how many people bought AWR, bought it up here, and then as it was going down, panic sold and disappeared, you know, sold a token, had nothing else to do with AWR, and that was it, yeah, and they sold at a loss. How many people would you think sold at a loss here? Yeah. And look, this went on for a couple of months. Look, this sideways went on for a couple of months. So just think, if you didn't accumulate back there, you would have then missed out on, bosh, that. Yeah. Literally from there to there, that is like a 10x. Yeah. That is a 10x, I think. Have a look. Seven x. Yeah. So 7 times there. And then the same thing happened. Down. And then this time it went past its previous all-time high. So the point being is, you buy when the tokens are going down. You don't buy when they're at their peak. Yeah, don't get me wrong, you can buy at the peak, because some tokens will just bloody keep on running and running and running, sideways, running and running before they come down. So the name of the game is to try to catch as low at the bottom as you can, right? That's what you do. Yeah, you don't wait to see big fat green candles. You know, like look at me now. Let's see. I'm going to hurry up because I think my computer's going to overheat in a minute now. So like me, FTF100. So we on the 7th, 8th of June, we sort of bottom out at about 19k. Now we're just little old us at the moment, chugging along. So we're only up from there to 24k. We're up 27%. Is that what that means? Yeah, 27%. In terms of grand schemes in the bank, yeah, in 20 days, we've gone up 27%, nice and organically. Yeah. You wouldn't earn that in the bank, point being. So I'm hoping that we're just going to chug along sideways a bit now, up a little bit more, chug along sideways, up a bit more. I really don't, and actually last time I bloody said that, I really don't want a pump. And then it bloody happened, yeah. But I really don't. I'd rather us do a bit like what Pax is doing, up a little bit, sideways, up a bit, sideways, you know, and build floor levels, yeah. Build the you know, like the bottom, so to speak. So I'm thinking that we're at the bottom. Yes, you know, the bigger holders, which, I mean, they've been with us really from freaking day one. I mean, this guy here, guy or girl, yeah, they could sell all of this right now. They'd probably still be in a bit of profit because they got in early as well. Yeah, and this is nothing to do with me, and I don't know who owns that wallet. But you know, there's only a few that basically could push the price down. And if that happened, guys, yeah, I have got friends and family that would scoop up at lower levels. Yeah. And I'll just do me jaunt to Spain, and anyone that knows me when I go to Spain. So, like, the point being is, I think we're going to see a bit of nice organic movement upwards. The only reason that might push us back down, like to the 20k, is if we start seeing Bitcoin really dropping down in like the lower 50s, you know. And a lot of that won't be through sellers, guys. You know, you have market makers. Yeah, this is another thing. You have market makers, right? And basically, it doesn't matter if you actually have a buy coming in. A buy can actually drop your price down if the markets are going down. It's just weird how it all works, you know. Because since doing my own project, I've been really checking how all this works. So, right, anyway, happy Saturday, everyone. Hope you've enjoyed this video. As always, be lucky in crypto, and peace out.